什么时候能像姐姐一样高呢？哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒。什么时候能像姐姐一样高呢？哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒。
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me well?
I can hear you. I don't know if the stream can, but it should be okay.
是没精神了吗？尝一尝我做的辣味饮料吧，很提神的哟。
Yep. That's enough of my voice for now. But it's
Alright, I'll turn down Genshin just a little bit in my volume mixer, so you should be more audible.
okay.
Okay.
哒哒哒哒哒。
Alright. Let me kill Dvalin real quick.
Alright.
Because I need those size.
I can give you one for free right now. There you go.
Okay, so
I'm just grabbing
I
some
need-
crystal first.
游击骑士率先行动，
That's not how.
跟我来吧。
Okay. Whoops.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I was throwing wishes at Venti and I got C5 for Noel.
Oh, really?
I should finish building her.
That's really tempting for me now. Like, I really want some constellations for Noel. That would be really good.
Yeah, I have her at C5 right now. I was just throwing wishes and she showed up.
求饶吧，加快脚步。
Come on, darling, come down. Good boy. No breath.
破碎。好，速速退下。棒棒。哎，哈。粉化。
Should have brought right into this fight instead of Vader. I just wanted the parries.
You have 3 DPSs on your team. That's bold.
That's all I need. Barbara is so fucking powerful that it doesn't even matter.
That is true. Your Barbara is a terrorist. I think I want to crown Ayat.
You want to cry in Ayato?
Yes, he is ridiculous. He's so strong. I just
parried.
need another pumpkin hand.
结束。 加快脚步，
This like
给我瞧好了。师傅，速速退下，焚烧吧。
Oh my god.
我会
Alright,
保护
now
大家
they。kill him with Barbara.
嘿，
No, 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 no! Ah!
好，
Oh, that's infuriating.
嘿，哼，
My stream is so delayed. What the fuck?
Yeah, hopefully there's not an issue.
Yeah, it's just my internet can focus on two things at once.
Alright, done.
Sick. Awesome.
And I only got one side. Did I get any dream solvent? No.
I've read that Dream Solvent is more likely to appear on lower level bosses.
Huh. I mean, I suppose that kind of makes sense.
I just need puppy hands. I want to crown his R2. It's so strong. Like, it's insane. It's
Well, yeah, because you built
ridiculously
for it. That's why it's so strong.
Hi, Yola.
It's him. It's the new kid. I should
Alright,
actually
where are
have
we
a look
going?
at chat, huh? Okay, it's just... Well, I did say just, but I didn't mean just. Max spam. Okay, so we're going to do... let's do the sabotage mission. We'll do my dailies first. Even though I'm pretty sure I've already got the commission rewards from helping you last night. But I want them off my screen.
And you get some extra goodies, yeah.
Mm.
I got his weapon to level 80 already. Because I cleared the chasm today. And I found the enemies that got the stuff I need.
Oh, nice.
But I do not have enough.
So you gotta wait until tomorrow for them to... Damn!
I love this attack. You have no idea. It's so strong. Let me show you. Where's the enemy? Come here. I need to show you this.
Oh, that's perfect. I actually need
Insurance.
more masks. There we go. And he's gone.
Oh man, he's so strong. You see that 6k crit?
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm gonna crown this man. Crown for a king.
Okay. Perilous water sports. Oh, over there, really? Okay.
I also need to finish building Ayaka. It's only natural.
Yes. I wanna finish building her too. We can definitely kill Perpetual Machine like way easier than we could before.
Oh hell yeah. The thing is, I already have her at the final phase, but she's level 85, I think, and she has super shit artifacts as well.
Yeah, my Ayaka needs better artifacts.
I don't know if
She
I even
needs
leveled her
noblesse.
talents yet.
My Ayaka actually has pretty high artifacts, I think. I think she's 888.
Don't remember how leveled my Ayaka is. But I'm out of elegance books because I crowned Ito and I plan to crown Ayaka.
What? Blow up!
Oh, let's drift.
Okay. I guess there's not barrels everywhere, just in certain sites. Okay, I see. There's a difference in the barrels.
Ow! Hey! You hit my pole. How dare you?
Alright, time for masks. Hopefully.
And the last one is here. Oh, excuse me.
I know, right? It is definitely like that. I have
Oh,
to,
dude,
I
that
have to
was-
go to work today. I don't work from
Oh,
home.
go to work? The vice president scheduled a department-wide meeting,
Gross.
and it's in person.
Gross.
Yeah, I know, but I cannot skip it because it's the vice president.
Yeah.
Just office things. I was gonna say, I was exploring the chasm and there's like a super deep hole that you can fall in and die. And I have to climb it all the way back up. So I used Chow because if he slipped and fell, I could have just plunged so he wouldn't die.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
I spent like 20 minutes climbing back up. It was
Surely you could have just
intense.
teleported back up, right?
No, but I was looking for something.
Oh, right, I see.
I wanted the thingies for Ayato's weapon. So I couldn't just teleport back because I would have no idea how to get back there. That place is so confusing.
Okay. Yeah. So that's that
Oh,
done.
did you? Oh wait, you already cashed
I already cashed in because.
Damn it! Dang nabbit. Okay, I'm coming back. Alright.
Alright, time for this shit.
Alright.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'll bring Raiden and Yanfei. Yanfei, where the fuck are you? There you are. Baby!
Baby. Please do not fall.
天动万象，
Very stupid, very stressing.
火力全开，
独处遁逃，
同意。嘿，速速退下。好，咱书天下。
此乃天道，聚收并蓄，
须臾泡影。
Ow.
以此为牢。意识永恒。
Oh wait, shit. Right. You need to fucking.
绿果，
Wow, I don't know what that is. Oh, she stole my energy, bitch.
焚烧的，
微光无射。
That was close.
You must protect the baby.
Oh, wait, what? How the fuck did?
燃烧体系，
How did Ryder die?
焚烧的，
We were in the shield. Hang on, I gotta fix
Did you
this.
lag or something?
I don't know.
That's weird. I'm trying my best to keep up.
速速退下，
无处遁逃。
Oh, I hit some balls. It's so lag.
可笑，无力，可笑。
Die. Oh,
速速退下，食人之法，
此也万观浮世，奥影看破。看破。
Man, sacrificial fragments on Yanfei is ridiculous.
全都可以炸，
Especially max refinement.
太慢了，奥影看破。
Like her damage just goes through the roof.
永恒之土，
焚烧的，
bullshit again. God damn it.
微光无射，此身即永恒。
拒收并，
速速退下，
Oh god!
无处遁逃，
火力全开，
断绝。
燃烧体系，棒棒，
Whoa!
Oh my god.
天
He survived that fight. I'm so sorry.
愚钝，
Alright, what's it? Oh.
Intense.
终归万劫，奥影看破。
Right.
安如海，
I'm gonna heal up while we're in here.
I think there was another one.
气密之时，无处遁逃。
This was way better than
Hey.
last week.
幻灭，
Oh, I got one hand.
I got 2 tears. I don't need
I got a
tears.
hand and a tear. I can just convert these because I got some extreme solver.
Okay.
Awesome.
Last one. What do I want to do for the last one?
Alright, I got Ayato at 898.
Sick.
Nice. He's so strong.
So trans domains. Tenchikaku is Senora, right?
It's Signora. Yeah. Dude, I
贵
need
族
to
们的
see
臣服规
Ayato
矩
and
啊
Ito interact.
听听就好，哪怕像我一样被
Hopefully
迫
they
背诵了
will
几
during
百
the
条。
festival. I must.
Bring Ayato for Senora.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Alright, I need my usual team for this. I need Barbara and Yanfei.
Oh, we're gonna do the hydro resonance.
What does
Affected by
Hydro
pyro
Resonance
for
even do?
40% less time. Increased incoming healing by 30%. Noise. Oh, whoops. I pressed
Qi feng
circle.
剑术
Sorry.
想和我学两手吗？
Okay.
等你学成再找你报仇，
That's
想必
alright.
能增添不少乐趣。
That's good.
I'm sorry, I'm so dumb.
Oops.
Let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, this is gonna be sick.
你在瑟瑟发抖啊？是因为这极寒，还是
Wait,
恐
what the fuck
惧？
am I doing? She's not vulnerable, right?
焚烧吧，好呀！
My camera. Oh my god.
Guys, this is a massacre. Oh my god. God. I need to.
Okay, I
I
need
need to
to.
get cozy.
哎呀，
焚烧吧，速速退下，呀！
You actually just need to
Yeah, you just need to stay near.
好，
oh let me grab
棒棒，
oh,
哎，好，
Let me just quickly heal.
准备好了吗？
thank you.
焚烧吧，
Have a good one.
There we go.
Let's go.
Time for Barbara the Harmacist.
酒水三尺，残留水影，
烈火的拥抱。
Unfortunately, Barbara is not quite good enough to completely
我会保
out-heal
护大家。
the heat damage. Like, if she could, that would just be nuts.
That is true.
好，嘿，嘿，
I don't think I don't think that's even possible.
I just did 21,000 damage off that bubble. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
安息吧。
Let's go, Ayato Nation. What? Alright.
拿起精神来了。嘿，嘿，嘿，
一起，
嘿，
Oh god. Ow.
I'm just gonna stick around over here.
Yeah.
I don't have a meteor to drop, I'm sorry.
Why am I dropping health so much? Holy shit. Ow.
That's because the fire is like
我会保护大家。好，嘿，芭芭拉出呀！
Get back here so that I can heal.
芭芭拉出呀！
There you are.
叫我
嘿，
魔女。
Oh god! No, 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 no.
嘿，
再痛
嘿，好，
也不会停的。
棒棒，速速退下，呀！
Oops.
给我咬
I
紧
broke
牙
it.
关。
麻烦了，
Ow!
绿果，你，嘿，哈，焚烧吧，哈，演唱
残留水影
开，始。
来都不需要救赎。
sit the fuck
It was a
down.
little bit close. Oh, nice. I
Ooh,
got 2
3
multi
items.
moments.
And a catalyst be light. That's useless. That is very useless.
Well, I needed those items for Aloy, which is good. Yeah, because Yunjin ate up all of Aloy's talent items. Can I increase one of her talents now? No, because I have nowhere near enough money. But I do have enough to get her to 999, which is good. Okay. Bounties.
Let me check actually what what talent level Ayaka has, because she's like level 85. But her talents are like 5 and 4.
Oof.
That's so bad.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Ayaka.
Baby robots immune to anemo. Raiden, please.
But where did you? Oh, there you go. Because it took a while for them to spawn. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, it's probably because I was in the middle of spawning in.
Yeah, probably. Oh my god, pardon me.
此乃天道，神与流，水要尽。
Get back here. Nice.
Wait.
The sound his R2 makes is really funny.
It goes like swish, 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 swish.
Okay. Next one.
I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but I'm very disappointed with his story quest.
Oh. That's not good.
I was expecting so much more.
Invuln
Oh,
physical.
Invuln too.
Okay. Raiden and Yanfei.
It would be a shame if there was like a terrorist baby in our midst.
Alright, where is it? Okay, it's over there. Okay. Fuck.
Wait for me. There are so many characters I want to finish.
Yeah.
There's Beidou, there's Shinchu, and Chun-Li, there's Ayaka. There's Noelle, there's Bane. I want to finish everybody. I don't think I haven't really started.
没事吧？哎，实验之宝。好，
What artifact set does Benny even need?
Attacks. Oh, any good attack stuff you have is good.
Oh, okay. I mean, I should probably finish building Keqing since I have her at C2. And I should finish building Mona because I have her at C1 now. I didn't look. Hang on. Invulnerable to Electro and weak to Anemo.
Ivy.
I'm just gonna bring Shenhe and Aloy because it's fun. I brought my PS4 home so I can go get Forbidden West at some point, which I am very excited about.
It looks really good. I saw a few streamers play it, and it looks super good.
Yeah. I've heard some people complaining about it, but like, you know, it's more Horizon, and that's good enough for me. I loved Horizon.
你奉君真心，
天理长驱，
那什么小玩具？ 寒冰变身，
妖挪舞，
我笑。
进攻。
What the fuck were you aiming at, Aloy? Holy shit.
Oh man. Wait, that guy couldn't heal
变
him.
气化神，
God.
无聊。此乃天道。拒收领域。
Send her my
There are any
love.
words like that's specifically for Xiao and I'm
奉天真
not
行，
trying to use it. This set is good enough.
还没结束。
Because it increases your
固
attack
若金汤。
as
一点
as
新
you
技巧
lose。health, which is like basically just losing.
于此。
But I'm not subjecting myself to that. Fuck no. Getting his set was already a nightmare. Because I kept getting it's in the same domain as Maiden Beloved and that's all I have.
Oh yeah. That's what I used to rock on Barbara before the clan set. All right. Bounties are done.
Weren't you using 2 Maiden to climb on her?
No, like before the clam set came out, it was just 4 pieces of Maiden Beloved.
Oh, I see. Didn't you want to grind Bloodstained?
Yeah, but I don't have resin for it.
Not even the teapot resin?
Nah, I already bought it.
Okay.
I used it on Pale Flame, remember?
Dang.
When we did 7 Pale Flamed in one day.
Oh my god. Seems
And we got
excessive.
nothing. Yeah.
Alright, what else? What are we missing?
Eula's stats are pretty sad at the moment. Like they're not awful, but like shit crit rate, awful crit damage. Like the best thing that she has is like,
Oh my god, dude. My Xiao has 2,800 attack. I just noticed. Holy shit, that's more than Eula.
hang on, I gotta ban this fucker.
Oh, I got this. I got it. Fuck off. You do not spam here, sir. Alright then. I cannot enter your new area because I'd like
No,
to
because I
because
haven't
I
been
would
there.
I just wanted to kill some of the enemies that drop Ayato sword stuff, but it's fine.
Mm.
It's no big deal.
So I guess that's what I have to do, right? Like I have the chasm.
Yeah,
So I
you
guess
gotta
I'll
do
do that.
I suggest you do the side quests before you do the main quest in the chasm because it will lead you to some of the lantern upgrades that you need.
Oh, okay. So should I do the Inazuma, like the story quest for Ayato, or?
Oh, that's not related.
Oh, okay.
When you go into the chasm for the first time, it will give you like there will be a girl adventurer there, and you do her quest first.
Oh, I see.
All right. I will leave. Gonna go ahead and join the chat. Thank you for playing with me.
Thank you for playing with me. All right, I'll see you in chat. All right. Oh yeah, I'm still playing Aloy. Aloy and Shenhe. I don't give a fuck. Follow the road. When I thought this update was coming out,
一律奉行，电气化神。呀，这里是我的猎场。
ow, how dare you!
化作焦炭吧。见过这个吗？奉君真行。禁锢。寒冰变身。呀！这玩意儿是会炸的。
Who else? Ow!
电气化神。
Stand of power! Oh, thank you for the Holy Trinity. I'll do that in just a second. Alright. Yeah, I'll go do that. Hang on. I'll get my water bottle. Okay. Well, I don't remember you, Tie Hong. Okay. Oh, okay. I was lightly injured. Okay. Oh man. 2 years ago, an unknown incident occurred deep within the caverns. Okay. Cease production just like that. Okay. So, bit off topic there. I believe that you must be here on important business, so I won't bother you any further. Okie dokie. But it's my job to remind you not to do anything that breaks the law. Okay. Oh wow.
加快脚步。
Oh, sick, we got a teleport stone. That's good. Oh, hello. Morning. What's up, morning? 10 crates of meat, 10 crates of vegetables, various amounts of firewood and camping equipment to be given to the Millilith outpost, 3 crates of various ores to be sent to the Huishan Hall. Ah, it's you. Since when since when were we all that familiar with you? I mean, you are the heroes who saved Liyue. Your deeds are remembered by us all. Since you're here at the chasm, you must be here on some important business. In which case, I'm sure you must have a permit from Lady Koting, right? We don't. Really? I mean, I'm sorry to trouble you, since you must be very familiar with Lady Ningguang. A permit from her might still hold more weight. Could I see it, please? Well, we don't have that either. Well, the Lord Tianshu is reclusive yet approachable. And also has great vision and the good of people at heart. Surely he was the one who gave you permission to enter the chasm then. Maybe? Oh my god. You at least have her permission. We could have just asked you to sign off on this. This is really not the season to be visiting the chasm. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is still working on eliminating a great safety hazard within, so this is still very much a danger zone. If you have been commissioned by some merchant to urge us to open the mine faster, then I suggest you read the report I submitted to the Shenglu Hall carefully. What's this person talking about exactly? If you don't intend to leave just yet, you're free to explore the area a bit, but please do keep your actions within the remit of the US laws and statutes. Wait, so I didn't need permission at all? Okay. I should mention though that there is a place I highly recommend you avoid. For example, the great mine in the center of the chasm has had a 7-star array cast over it. By which I mean exactly what I say. It is a seal placed over the area by the Qixin. Well, that's quite the clear explanation. As for the focal point of the array, it lies in the bedrock keys surrounding the area. They were placed by the Qixing themselves. Connected in series, they affix the energy flowing through the array. The area around the bedrock keys have seen an abnormal amount of geo-elemental coalescences. It's almost as if the thing beneath yearns to finally emerge. Never mind me. I was just talking to myself. So yes, that's how things are. Please do not, and I repeat, do not go near the 7-star array, and do not even think about going down there to explore. The bedrock keys are definitely not losing structural integrity. and the surrounding area are most certainly not plagued by any strange geo-elemental convergences. So please don't you think of it doing anything at all. I know what you're going to ask. There are most certainly no precious treasures down there, nor are there any prehistoric fossils to be had. And banish any thoughts you have about giant ancient ruins. Yes, please do not bear any fruitless expectations toward this place. Not even mushrooms will grow down there, nor are there wish-granting stones. What? And there are definitely no sailors who grow strong just by eating the mushrooms. Oh my god. Zhu. She's an adventurer hired by the ministry, and she was once a miner here. She knows the chasm's geography like the back of her hand. Also, let me write you a certification real quick. When she sees it, she'll know that you're trustworthy. That said, I must warn you that Zhu Qiang is definitely not the sort of person who has trouble standing still, and definitely has no thoughts of undoing the array and having a look underground. So there's no way that she would ever put a team of idle adventurers together to brazenly enter hazardous areas. You return with snacks? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I got it. As long as you understand, we're good. In which case, I won't take up any more of your time. Alright, we gotta find Zhu Qiang. Khedive, hi. Wait, which one? So the mustache guy over there was Mooney. And down there is Zhu Qiang. So let's go have a quick hello. Well, I can see how a lot of these are gonna go. Zhu Qiang, yes. This area is a big puzzle. Xander and puzzle. Oh no. Morning was the one who introduced me. This is his. Yes, forget that sheet of paper. I already know who you are just fine. That Morning, all he does is put on airs and write papers. Everything's got to follow this or that procedure and all that tripe. You know, stuff that makes you look important. I couldn't care less for that stuff. In any case, your name is already well known throughout the Adventurers Guild. Never mind any of your other contributions to the year. I'm really that famous? Of course, many new recruits at the guild have heard of your exploits on Dragonspine from Iris. Dragonspine? That's the one that gets them? Come on. Also, who is Iris? That includes me, you know. Piercing the frigid blizzard to open a path, discovering an ancient forgotten kingdom beneath the ice and frost, reaching the perilous summit, confronting the great change that came over that place with a mortal form. The things you've experienced, the obstacles you've overcome, the truths you've uncovered. I'm still on voice chat? Whatever. That's fine. They can be summed up in one word. Adventure. True adventure. Wow. This is actually quite a shock to Paimon. Are we really that awesome? And this isn't even mentioning the great battle you had with that sea monster on the Jade Chamber. I mean, we did do that twice. So which one? Now, I wasn't there to witness it, mind you, but I haven't missed a single telling of that story. Huh, so there are stories about us too. Of course, they're very popular in the city, you know. If you ask me, I say that Tea Master Liao Su and Iron Tongue Tian are both good in their own way, but I just prefer Iron... Oh, don't worry, I get it. Iron Tongue Tian's style is definitely not for everyone. I do sometimes find that his choice of words and phrases feature too much slang. But as for Liosul, he takes a while to get going, you know? Sometimes you're there for 2 hours before you start going, oh hey, this is pretty good. Some people like that style, but I find it uninteresting. And if you mean to say that this is just a story, it won't get stale, let me just say this. If this were food or drink we were talking about, it would surely go bad if we wrapped it up and covered it for half a day without opening it up. We don't really know what you mean by all this. Sorry, I got a bit too excited there and didn't really consider if you were interested in what I was saying. God, been there. Still, since you're here, Xander, are you at the Qixing's behest? Did Mooning end up revealing some other information to you? You know, like, don't touch the bedrock keys. There's nothing under the chasm. Zhiqiang won't help you. You know, stuff like that, repeated over and over. Well, he didn't scare us. Indeed, he wasn't doing that at all. Well, Mooning is in the end a specialist hired by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Even if he wanted to ask for help, there's a lot that he's not allowed to reveal in public. So he can only warn us, and thus impart the means of getting into the chasm to you in a roundabout. Impart the means of getting into the chasm to you in a roundabout way. Right. In essence, when he says you shouldn't, he really means you can. What a weird guy. In any case, he also mentioned that he wrote you a certificate and told you to come find me. That note which you now carry means that you now have the authorization to travel through the chasm without any obstruction. Of course, barring any personal intervention by the Qixing. And the fact that he suggested you find me means that I should tell you the way into the depths of the chasm. Well, for what it's worth, I must apologize for all the covering up that we're doing. But trust me, we have very good reasons for doing so. While the thing that they dug up under the chasm is truly abnormal, our investigations cannot be done with too much pomp and ceremony, lest the people be alarmed. That is the Qixing's standing order. As such, we can only function under the cover of a no-entry order, secretly gathering explorers and scholars to enter the chasm and conduct investigations. This is all to, if necessary and where possible, stave off the crisis that festers beneath the earth. They were all brought on as support staff. They're all pretty reliable, well, mostly. That you came here is also no coincidence. More than one big shot in the Qixing has already recommended that we enlist your aid, and honestly, we've little reason not to comply. In any case, it's also said that your aid is not necessarily difficult to enlist. Well, time to go. Bye. Well, if we can mitigate the safety hazards in the chasm, any underground treasures or valuables will be given to the one who discovers them. Well, that's pretty persuasive to me. And Paimon's treasure time begins again. Alright. Let me apologize for wasting your time on all these other things. Let's get down to business. If we wish to enter the chasm, first we need to find an adjuvant. Adjuvant? made from a material known as lumenstone. Only with it can we move into the dark down there. Only those with visions can use this adjuvant. Oh, fuck. Or adjuvant. But considering you can use elemental energies without a vision, it's my guess that you should have no problem making use of the adjuvant. It's in a warehouse to the south. The warehouse is well guarded, so it should be pretty secure. Just come back once you've gotten a hold of the catalyst. Okie dokie. I wonder what this does. Oh, okay, that didn't do anything.
加快脚步，
Maybe not yet. We'll grab some qingxian. Where was the thing? Oh, there. Well guarded.
冰浪怒涛，求饶吧！
Well guarded my ass, dude.
破碎，加快脚步。
Oh, come on. Get up there. Thank you. Hello. Bedrock key up ahead. No unauthorized access. Those who damage the structure will invite the personal wrath of the Qixing. Okay. We're back, you big liar. No one was guarding the warehouse at all. Are you guarding it right now? Oh my god. Bloody hell, Zhiqiang. Fenty has no business being this cute. Stop tempting my primo, you drunk fuck. Honestly, I'm not too sure about how the bedrock key works, but you could start from looking into those cage-shaped geo-elemental formations over there. These strange formations have been puzzling the Ministry of Affairs for some time. They seem to have grown up from the bedrock of the chasm over the last 2 years. 2 years, really? And their properties are very similar to those of the thing underground. We say this because they can undergo some kind of disintegration when under the influence of the anomalies. Later, Huishan Hall's investigations revealed that they have been absorbing geo-elemental energy from the surroundings, slowly eroding the structure of the bedrock keys. It is the most ominous phenomenon, almost like something is consciously trying to break the sealing array. We have to clear them out twice every month, but they always grow back quickly, and they have only grown back quicker over time. Perhaps that thing below is growing restless, and this is why the Qixing has sent us to investigate. And this one, I guess.
加快脚步，
Well, that should do it. Jixiong! Let's go. Huh, you undid the binding on the bedrock key so easily. Guess we were right to put our faith in you two. I'm quite sure we just damaged public property. Warning has already sent a damage report ahead of us. So technically the bedrock keys were damaged before we arrived, not after. Well, that means 4 more that we need to handle. Well, thank you for the hydrate. What a good. Well, that leaves 4 more that we need to handle. Ah yes, I've drawn a basic diagram that shows where 3 of the 4 are. I hope it'll be of use to you. Okie dokie. Not very sure where that is anymore. After the miners were dismissed, there was a seepage incident in that mine, causing the cylinder to be submerged under the water. Huh. In any case, just settle the other 3 sites. We'll meet up after that and think about what to do next. I was originally assigned to guard the warehouse, but thanks to my slip-up, I nearly let the treasure hoarders in there. Honestly, I'm already in your debt for not reporting my error. Things could get bad if Morning catches me and puts me on the trail of some errands again, so I'll just stand guard as I should for now. Still, I believe that this riddle will be no match for the 2 of you at all. Okie dokie. So, I want to get over there. I want to get the map. Wake up!
判决。有所发现。
So what's that? Hang on. What was the unique rock pillars? Legend has it that these scars are left over from an ancient battle. When hit by explosions or blunt force trauma, they can cause a resonant quake in certain geoconstructs. Cage-shaped geoformation and unique rocks. Seems able to receive a certain resonance from those pillars. Okay.
做了错误的选择。
告诉你。
Why are you in here?
溜达溜达。告诉你。
How did you even get in here? Map is up. Yeah, I saw the I saw the statue. I just need to get there. Teleport stone. Where are we going, Sealy? Alright, okay. Right here.
罪人也有这么走运的时候啊。
Where is this fucking chest? Wait, shit. Where's the... Shit. No! Whoa, that thing's big. This is a relic from the battles of old that Rex Lapis bequeathed unto us. As such, please, by various safety guidances, do not make any ruckus around or forcibly move it. Where's Shenhe? Ooh. Oh, it also broke all of the minerals around it. Interesting. Okay, so there's another. There's a chest over here. And also whatever this is. Ah! Okay. Boing. So where's this thing? Up here, apparently. Or maybe it's below me. Yeah. I don't see anything here, so... There's also a domain over that way. Oh. I need geoconstructs? Okay. I'm so confused. I have no idea what's happening. Oh, over here. This is probably something as well, right? But damn it, get back here. I am so confused. There's also a precious chest. Okay. I have no idea what just happened. Okay. Wow. Ow.
大多能派上用场。
Oh, that hurt.
加快脚步。
Ah, there you are. Oh shit.
求饶吧。
What is archaic stone, dude? Wait, no. I don't want Beto, I want Barbara.
贵族们的臣服规矩啊，听听就。
大家加油哦！
That was nearly a full heal.
加快脚步。
What is shaking the ground? Are you doing something, Jibby? Fuck off.
破碎。 判决。
Well, I gotta figure out how to get there first. Okay, is that all of them? That's all three, right? I did the one down there, the one here, the one here. So now, can I hit them? Yes.
加快脚步。
Oh, I get it. And then I have to hit them, like, hit the thingies back into the thing. Hello, Sealy. Are you going to show me the way to get back up? Oh, hello.
求饶吧。双还原，以眼还眼。 说。
God damn it.
破碎。以眼还眼。
I'm just watching coins fly towards Ito.
有所发现。
Where are we going, Seely? Neat. Alright, this must be a race. Yep.
加快脚步。
What? I didn't pick that up.
你做了错误的选择。
What the fuck? Fuck you.
加快脚步。
No, fuck. I keep hitting the select button. Up at the domain. Okay, where are you? There you are.
大多能派上用场。
轻易得到的东西哪有滋味？所以零食我从来不会用毛来买。
Huh. And then I think down here was where I just was, right? No. Down here. Okay. So there's another. It's me. Ito is my treasure. What about Ayato? You just got him. You're saying he's not your treasure?
求饶吧，
Unbelievable.
精兵，断绝深仇，破碎。嘿，判决。
How dare you? Alright.
大多能派上用场。嘿嘿嘿嘿嘿。
Honestly, I think I'll just save. Don't really want Venti. Don't really want. Oh, hello. Like, maybe after I change, or maybe after I do Ayato's quest, then I'll change my mind, but like, Hey, no! What the fuck was that? God. Oh my god! That was weird. Oh my god, I missed. You fucking stop. And now, get down, Eula. Fuck. What? What? Come on. Can you stop it? Oh, okay. I get it. So I need to go over here. And then here. And then down below. Okay. So which one was the bottom one? I don't remember where it is. Hang on. Or was there only two? I thought there were three. God damn it. No! No! I am so confused. Do I have to get rid of this air current or something? Why is... Sealy, help me. I don't think you're helping me.
腐化，这是斩灭海山的力量。呀，呵，哈，呵。
You need to lower it first, hit the upper one, and then the... Okay.
找到了财宝，就来喝酒助兴吧。
Get some stamina back first. Come on. Oh, and there's also this shit. So the upper one. Is it up here? No. So this one first. And then this one. No. What are you doing? Bait. Oh my god. Fuck's sake, I did it again. Okay, how do I get out of here? Flying, probably. Did I come in this way? Nope. Shit. No. I just killed a fucking crystal fly. I'm stupid. Fucking hell, Beto. You wanna stop dancing around and just hit the fucker? Ah. Kind of large lad. Ah. And the big boy behind me, huh?
棒棒！哈，速速退下！棒棒！结束。单书铁器，焚烧吧！
化作焦炭吧！
我会保护大家。嘿，夹，嘿。
No. No spinny.
想用歌声带给人们同样的惊喜。
You harmed an innocent crystal fly. Yeah, Barbara, with Beto's ult, Barbara is just terrifying. Nope. Some violet grass. There we go. That's not the way I wanted to fire it. Oh, fucking as if. Okay. No, come back. No. No, thank you. Okay, there we go. Ah, oh, didn't make it. Come on. What? It hit it. Oh, okay. And there's no other one, so I need to go this way. Stop, please stop. Let us explain. Aren't you guys just a bunch of treasure hoarders? Just turn yourselves in. There's nothing to explain. Middle Squad Leader Yambor. It's an honor to meet you. And your most eminent flying companion. I think there's been a small misunderstanding. So you're not treasure hoarders? Well, no, just the opposite. Well, you're not wrong to say that this area was indeed one of the treasure hoarders' lairs. After the workers were dismissed, those weasels wormed their way in here. At first, they were just mining, smuggling some glazed sand crystal, and playing hide and seek with our patrols. But they would grow bolder as time went on, even breaking into and occupying the old warehouse that the miners left behind. They even used the tools there to make their own cheap little trinkets to sell. Breaks my heart every time. Such rough-hewn trinkets can only be used to cheat first-time visitors to Liyue or some ivory tower scholars. And I bet that they'll try to get them on the market using lower prices too, perhaps even trying to undermine some legitimate brands. It's not like they've got any brown power themselves, right? That's true. I suppose it's a joke in poor taste to think that they'd make good more off this. That's why we came here and took care of the treasure hoarders who originally held this position, before disguising ourselves as them and lying in wait. Well, that was a while back now. We had managed to ascertain thus far that one of their leaders is in contact with a branch of the Fatui. Ooh. It's just wearing a dead man's clothes. Yes, they all are, apparently. Although we foiled the Fatui's plots before, they maintain some strength out here in the wilds. Their professionalism and combat prowess are not to be underestimated. Indeed, we consider them opponents of the utmost peril. If they were to team up with the treasure hoarders to go against us, it could pose a very tricky security risk indeed. Whatever the case, we were fully prepared for an all-out assault. We just needed to catch them all in one fell swoop, and then we'd have known what they were up to. And that's when we arrived. Well, I mean, we knew that you were good, but we didn't think you were this good. You pretty much incapacitated about half the people under my command. Of course, we were here for another reason. This is where one of the bedrock keys that hold up the 7-star array is located. We couldn't allow that to fall into treasure hoarder hands. Well, yes, but as I said, the fault was ours first. When do you think we'll get a clear rerun? I fucking hope so. Like, I hope it's soon. I want my baby. Just because I don't know you don't blame you doesn't mean that the EU's laws won't. Hey, sorry about that. What? Let me see. Battery and assault, obstructing the Millilith on their duties, attempting to destroy the 7-star array, and damaging premises. Even with the Millilith's consideration, congratulations, you'll be offered food and board in Liyue for an extra 5 to 10 years. You know, I could have hit you a lot harder. However, if law-abiding citizens or outlander guests might use legal means to assist the Millelith in their duties, they can gain the reward and compensation due to them. This too is the law of the land. So don't worry, that fight previously was not utterly in vain. Stolen goods should not be so casually moved, but if you're willing to aid us, any items that you may coincidentally find along the way, for example, a treasure hoarder's secret stash or something, is yours to do with as you please. We also have some more on us, which I hope you won't mind having. It's not a lot, but we weren't counting on needing it outside help like this either. So that means no jail time and treasure to be had. Is that right? Yes. Alrighty then, you've got yourself a deal, mister. Lead the way. Alright, W2 reserved now. I'm going to head to our rendezvous point to await further orders. Catch up soon, or we'll act first. Come on, we're assisting with official duties, you know, and there's more to be had too. You want her C2? Ooh.
大多能派上用场。
Okay, we got a chest. Okay, we got the glowy rock over here. Looks like we're all done. Oh my god, I keep doing it. I keep doing it. So meet up with Yambor. Over there, really? Fuck me. Okay. Her C2 makes it so enemies hit by her R2 get it. Oh my god. Yeah, that's really good. All right. Full veil.
破碎！加快脚步！结霜！判决！
真麻烦。
求饶
Stop
吧！
throwing shit at me.
加快脚步！
选对象选错了。
罪人也有这么走运的时候啊！
Okay. There's lots of jade in here too. I thought I saw some core lapis, but I didn't. I need core lapis for coaching. Oh. Okay. What the? Okay. Where did the sealer go? Oh, over there. Sealy? Are you okay? If Clee leaves the field during the duration of her Sparks and Splash, her departure triggers an explosion that deals... Whoa! Holy shit!
真高兴，令人安心。 我会注意骑士的风度。
No? Okay, maybe something else. So basically a nuke.
这次又会遇见什么？
You need to chain reaction those rocks? Wait, what? So I'm confused.
加
Oh,
快脚
here.
步。
Celia, I did it. Let's go.
有所发现。
Okay. Piggies.
结束。哼！以眼还眼。
There's the other bit of raw meat that I missed. Lumber Pick Valley. Ah, wonderful. Hello. You're here, wonderful. I knew you'd be willing to help out. The treasure hoarder smugglers should be undertaking their transaction with the Fatui in the large encampment in the east. They have also set up 3 smaller camps along the way. According to the information provided by the contact, these are cooking quarters to the southeast, the weapon stash further east, and the northeast is an alchemy lab. Okay. So if we are able to take out these 3 camps by surprise, we should be able to cut off their supply line. Thanks to the previous incident with the Jade Chamber, we've had a few patrols in this area, so they've had their fun so far. Oh, we've had few patrols in this area. So much so that they've slackened their guard significantly. This is our chance to strike. It's just that a misunderstanding earlier has left us with only enough support to secure 1 encampment. But if you need, we will assist all the same. No, I don't need you. They'll find themselves disarmed soon enough. Mark my words. Ready? Let's go. Okay.
大家加油哦！
你做了错误的选择，
判决。
成了猎物了。
Hello, boys.
又一个下下。干嘛的？
破碎！加快脚步！
How dare you?
冰浪怒涛！以眼还眼！
You dare fuck with the reconnaissance leader?
干嘛的？
Come on, stamina. Let's go. You dare fuck with the greatsword gang? Ah, okay, so this is the one that I sent them to go clear out. Their bows were actually quite well maintained. That said, they're ours now. Whoops. We're done on our round. The rest is up to you.
加快脚步！
Excuse my lack of graces, but please, old man, you're getting on in years and your eyes and legs are both not what they used to be. Stop following us young lads up and down the mines. Things haven't been looking too good recently, but some of us have scrounged up some more for you. Should be enough to get you out of the business. With your artisanship, you should be able to find decent work in the UO Harbour and never have to worry about making ends meet in your old age. Don't worry about us. The lads have all grown up. We can handle ourselves. Please, old man, just take this as a little something from us to you. Brass Bull Jowl. Okay. So we want to go this way. Clear out this camp up here. Hello, boys!
还不错，双还原，以眼还眼。
对象选错了。
Come on. There we go. Over there. Okay. So, oh, hopefully the whoopsie. Hopefully the statue's somewhere around here. You said it was high up, so hopefully I can get to it more easily from up here at the surface. Some fatui.
判决，难得啊！
Okay, fuck off.
速速退下！好，化为尘埃吧！
求饶吧！以眼还眼，军兵断绝深仇，破碎。
What was that? 120k? Something like that?
打紧，一
Shit.
来哟！哎，哼，讨厌！哎，
No! I just want to heal Eula.
结霜，
吃我两锤！大意了，
以眼还眼。
大意！
Ow.
你给我等着！
焚烧吧，棒棒！单书铁器，这次还不行。
冰浪怒涛，
想再靠近我一点吗？
判决。
All right.
大家加油哦！演唱开始。
你做了错误的选择。
讨厌。
有机可乘。
All right.
破碎。
溜达溜达。
精兵，断绝深仇，以眼还眼。加快脚步。判决。
That was a bit of lag there.
焚烧吧，燃！绿火，你，
焚化。以眼还眼。冰浪怒涛。
There we go. 全 the flower.
结霜。判决。
A flower can still be a real man. What?
速速退下！
大意了，大意了，
以眼还眼。
大意了，吃我两锤！
Oh my god, just die, dude. I wish I had Yai. As the head advocate of men with flowers, I agree. I love Yanfei's boom boom. Yeah, me too. Alright. Woohoo, Mora! Wait, when did you change your clothes? When you start fighting? Well, I mean... Okay. What? But we had to change our uniforms lest you ended up sending us flying again in the heat of battle. The Miller thanks you for your aid as always. And per our contract, feel free to look around and see if there's anything that you need. Well, other than things we've impounded, of course. Of course, you were assisting the Millilith. I mean, you were apprehending smugglers with the aid of the Millilith. How could we ever put you in prison? What I mean to say is, as long as you don't take illegal shortcuts like these bandits, we won't come knocking at your door. Back on topic, people like you who can use the elements really are a force to be reckoned with, regardless of whether you mean to do good or ill. A mission that we would have needed weeks, even months to accomplish was but child's play to you. If it turned to evil, such abilities could produce outsized damage at a very small price. What? That's why I don't really rue the fact that I don't have a vision. I've seen people who dedicated their lives to seek superhuman power, only to become tools and puppets for others to use as they pleased. Do you think that was worth it? Those without vision-based powers make up the vast majority of humans. And those who can truly understand and protect them are, similarly, ordinary folk. As an ordinary person, I am proud to be among the people who can protect the many. Even if someday visions cease to be given out, and even the Adepti who defend the UAD were to pass away, I would not abandon this post of mine. Sorry, I spoke too much. I didn't take up too much of your time, did I? Alright, we've got checks to do and contraband to mark out, so I guess we'll cut the chit chat short here. Once again, I'd like to thank you on behalf of our comrades. May the rest of your journey be smooth sailing. While the Millers stand guard, evil shall never prevail.
有所发现。
This fucking ore just flew out. Treasure map fragment. Cool.
加快脚步。
All sorts of expenditures are scribbled here. It seems that the treasure hoard is shit. Fuck. Seems that the Jade Workshop was the primary culprit in this. From 3 months ago, all ore delivered to that place have vanished from the records like smoke, never to be turned into income of any kind. The final page has no data on it, but it does depict in a scrolling hand a large, strong bull snorting angrily as it stomps on a sweet flower. Okay. No. No! Let's see if I can climb on the tops of the mountains. See if I can get to the statue. Surely. And I should be able to scout out some of the interesting things along the way. Holy shit, that's high up. Eula, come on. Alright, where is this? Where's the statue? There. Gotcha. I'm guessing these archaic stones are useful. Imagine a Nier collab with Genshin with 2B. Oh, dude, that would be awesome. Nice. Okay, let's... actually, don't want to navigate here yet. I want to navigate here. Because this place seems higher. And this will be Geo? Yeah.
加快脚步。
Alright. Hang on. She'd be an electro sword? She'd be pyro sword because she's hot.
有什么事？
Let's go kill these fuckers.
此刻，寂灭之时，无处遁逃。
单书铁器，速速退下！哎，焚烧的！
金兵，断绝生仇，判决。
That was 160,000 damage. That was pretty good.
加快脚步。
罪人也有这么走运的时候啊。
Okay. Okay, that's that teleport stone down there. It's tempting to go get that. I don't see the other one. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for the teleport stone down here first. There's also a side quest down here. Where? You. Hi, Wang. Our great Millilith heroes, please see to it that the chasm does not act up these few days. And may we be safe and sound as we descend into the mines this time. And may those comrades of ours who no longer come to mine also fare well in their respective paths. Protect us, brave Millilith, protect us. Can I help you? You're praying to this thing? Well, I'm praying at this Millilith memorial. Memorial. Did I say memorial? I don't know. I mean, it looks like a pile of unassuming rocks, but it's actually been here for 500 years now. The chasm is under the protection of the Millilith, so every time we have people descend into the mines, we will pray for them. Pray here for the heroic souls of those who are past to protect us. They have long since turned into elements and become one with the mine. Wait, what? Is that a thing? So when we pray for the protection, we're also showing our reverence to the chasm itself, you know? The ancients said that the earth has a spirit and the elements have souls. Those who believe their sacrifice... Those who sacrifice their lives so that we might live to watch... So that we might live, watch over us in similar fashion, so I believe. 500 years ago? That's right, back then a dark calamity swallowed the chasm, and Rex Lapis commanded the Millilith to stand guard over the ore veins. That was a terrible battle. Led by a Yaksha, the Millilith came forth to stem the tide. I wonder which Yaksha it was. Probably Xiao. In the end, a group of them led the foe into the depths of the chasm and thus quelled the unrest. It is said that this memorial was set up for them. Not Xiao? Huh, Paimon didn't think that these ugly stones would have such a history. Don't respect the fallen, little one. Whatever the case, this is pretty familiar history to anyone who grew up around the chasm as we did. There are many versions of the tale too, which sprung up over time. If you were to talk to someone else, they might tell you a different story. Maybe this is the charm of history. Not that I'm particularly cultured, mind, but I'm just saying, you know? Oh yeah, speaking of which, there's always been a rumor going about. It says that these stones hide another secret that might lead a discerning person to treasure that the mill to treasure that mill left behind. Treasure that they left behind? Could you give us some details? Let's just say that Paimon's interest has been piqued. It's just a rumor, but it's one that's got to do with the Millilith member who created this memorial in the first place. Both the Millilith and the miners at the chasm set memorials back then. The battle ended, but many of their comrades now rest eternally in the depths, along with that nameless Yaksha. One of the soldiers fell from a great height for fucking yawning. One of the soldiers fell from a great height while helping evacuate the miners and beat back the enemy, injuring his spine and becoming unable to move on his own power as a result. But later it is said that he was not daunted by his circumstances, instead becoming a self-taught and much famed doctor who would help those in the same situation as himself. It is said that this memorial was something he set up to remember his comrades after he had obtained a vision. His story would gradually fade from history, being replaced with tales of the Millilith's treasure and the Yaksha's inheritance. Those are just baseless tales. We miners generally prefer to keep our feet firmly planted, so I don't give much credence to these tales, but still. That's nothing. I just mean I won't laugh if you do actually go looking for that treasure. I've given it some thought, and it occurred to me that while the tales of the treasure might all be false, they exist as a way for generations of people to ensure that stories are passed down and not forgotten by later generations. Whatever the case, the one who offers up 6 items lost within the chasm before this stone will be awarded with the gifts of the Millilith. That's how the story goes. And the 6 items are the Helm of Warding, which may defend one from rockfalls. Okay. The Cup of Commons, made to memorialize comradeship. You gonna go sleep? No worries. Thank you so much for hanging out, GP. I honestly won't be sticking around much longer anyway. The Sky Feather, the symbol of lofty ideals. The warrior spear used to defend off the foe. The flower of farsight, which grew up on the cliffs of the chasm. And the sundial of ages, used to remember the bygone past. Well, that wasn't confusing at all, no sir. Sure this wasn't all made up by people later? I've got no clue. Maybe they were all made up. That would certainly explain why no one's found the legendary treasure this whole time. Oh yeah, speaking of which, there was another memorial that I mentioned, yes? Everyone's just busied themselves with their own separate things after the chasm was closed. No one's kept that place clean, I'll bet. Could you help me go over there and just tidy up the place? Just a little will do. Right. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's. Actually, first. No. No. There we go. I want to go here. So, best way is probably over here, actually. Because this is quite high up. But yeah, I've got to head off soon because I've got work. So I think I'll find this teleport stone, talk to Zhiqiao, and then call it a stream, I think. So it should be. Okay, it's down. Ah, it's right there. Okay. Is that all of them? Certainly seems like it, huh? Lumber Pick Valley. Yeah, there's no. I was hoping that the chasm would be bigger. I was hoping that it would be like, you know, like all the way up here, basically. Anyway.
贵族们的臣属规。
Okay.
那就好。
Oh, I've got more achievements? Ah, okay. Ah, I see. And the underground mines. Right, okay, so there's more to it.
哪怕像我一样被迫背诵了几百条，也不必当真。
Okay. No. God, stop. Okay, so I want to do yep. Okay. She's actually doing her fucking job now. That's good. Hi, Jityong. The 3 bedrock keys have all been destroyed. Shh. What's up all of a sudden? Are there enemies nearby? Don't start. There's nothing much, just the earth shaking, that's all. Perhaps the mountain rocks are being destabilized by the loosening of the seal. Do you feel it? You fly, so of course you won't. I guess it's just a miner's instinct. If you grew up in a mine since you were young, you'd know a thing or two about the language of the stones. Wait, watch out! Whoa, the ground really is shaking. Paimon's having trouble standing straight. You don't stand at all. Looks like it's over for now. Thankfully, we are above ground. If we were in the mines when the earthquake happened, hopefully Mooning and the others don't blame this on us. But now the ceiling array's power has been greatly decreased. We just need to deal with that last bedrock key. Let's go. Can I teleport somewhere closer? I certainly can. Lower. And there's a chest here. Let's down here. Attica. Must be some plump giant buried beneath the mountain. Right. Destroy the final bedrock key.
加快脚步。
Okay.
断绝，微光无射。
粉化。求饶吧！
Oh, hello.
无处遁逃。
食言之法，速速退下！棒棒！
冰浪怒涛。
加快脚步！加快脚步！
Okay. That should be the last one. With this, the erasing the chasm has been dissipated and we can explore the area underground. That said, we should probably go and pay Mooning a visit first. Not that he's going to do anything other than scold us. See, what did I say? You weren't guarding the warehouse as you should have at all. You've really done it this time, Jitseong. How are we going to resolve this matter, huh? Are you going to take responsibility for undoing the array of your own accord, can you? Ah, you're here. So how are you going to explain destroying the bedrock keys? Yes. You're taking responsibility for this. As for the rest, we'll wait for the Qixing to make up their judgment first. Don't you worry, Mooning only gets mad at people who don't care. Otherwise, he's just a worrywart, not a bad person. Well, let's leave his crappy temper aside first. Once you're ready, I'll round up everyone to follow you down into the mines. Our purpose this time is to reach the deepest level of the chasm, map it, and investigate the source of the anomalies. Ah yes, I almost forgot. Welcome to the Chasm Exploration Team. If you'll allow me a bit of your time, let me introduce you to the team. This is Khedive, a scholar specifically called in from Sumeru. His specialties are ores and biology. He's this exploration team's leading man, well, in scientific and financial matters at least. This is Jinwoo, who's in charge of safety. The repair and maintenance of any facilities we use in our security is ensured by her. And this is Taliesin. He's a bard from Mondstadt, and goodness knows why he insisted on coming down here with us. Also, perhaps you'll discover new allies once you get down into the mines. Who knows? And last but not least, you have me, the super hands-on surveyor. My job is to help scout out the way forward and draw maps, which I'll share with you, of course. Well, please head over to the crane by the mines once you're ready. Originally, it was meant to transport goods, but it can also bring a few people up and down the mines, no problem. That said, since you have your wind glider, I suppose you'll be fine even without the crane, huh?
今天也要给总公司递交文书。
Hi, Taliesin. What's up? This doesn't make sense. How weird. It should be around here, but why can't I find it? My ring, it's gone. It meant a lot to me. I must find it. It's made of brass and is inlaid with a beautiful red gem. I found it by a lava lake where the shadow dragon Durin fell during the legends. Or at least, this should explain why its luster resembles dark flames. Whoa. It is said that the Lord of the Abyss will fix its malefic gaze upon the ring bearer and send an army of darkness to hunt them down. Dragon's Mine doesn't have a lava lake. Truth be told, I found the ring in a weasel thieve's nest. It was well preserved and eye-pleasing, so I kept it. Huh, so you're a thief too. You just stole from thieves. Don't say that. I chanced upon it. That's right. It was chance. And though chance it be, the ring is quite precious to me all the same. Do you have any clue concerning the ring's whereabouts? Yeah, I've heard that weasel thieves are often spotted around here. They might have stolen my ring while I was sleeping. Huh, so there really are people who take rings off before going to bed. Anyway, Paimon doesn't have that habit. You need to think about where you put the ring once you take it off, or you'll be wasting good beauty sleep. Do they even make rings tiny enough for you, Paimon? Enough. Please refrain from judging other people's way of living before proceeding to ramble on about your own. It's very rude. If you want to help, please keep an eye out for weasel thief nests. I've heard that there is a camp of suspicious treasure hoarders around here on the map. I've marked the location out for you. It said that weasel thieves are often spotted around here. Those sneaky treasure hoarders probably have something to do with them. Anyway, please take a look there. A ring stolen from weasel thieves, which was then stolen again by weasel thieves. It's gone back to its rightful owner. I don't really have a teleport over to there, so I'm just gonna run. Gotta heal up before I go. the feeding schedule for the weasel thieves. Amateur weasel thief. Feed afternoon and keep their excessive energy in check. Recommended time, blah. Hoarder weasel thief. Feed before noon to allow a more flexible training schedule. Feed blah. Golden weasel thief, the most cunning of all. Limit its feeding and interaction window within 2 hours. Recommended time, midnight to 2 a.m. All weasel thieves listed above can be summoned during their respective feeding hours. Stand on a large rock and summon them by whistling. Avoid whistling for fun as it may lead to unnecessary trouble. By urge weasel thief trainer on duty this month. Clitofo scheduled days, blah. Whoa, don't the treasure hoarders ever take breaks? It's a weasel thief. All you had was a pine cone. Okay. Okay. So I need to skip to current time. Okay. Oh. Okay, got the ring. So now let's go back to Tillison. Mooning, you've also got a archaic stone. In all the years I've worked in the chasm, I've barely even seen one. What are the big shots in Huishan Hall even thinking? Why are you still wandering in the upper levels of the chasm? Don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't welcome you here, it's just I wonder. Don't you have other important matters to attend to? Is anything bothering you? Do you know about archaic stone? It's a rare ore, so rare that you won't even necessarily find one in the mines. I've only seen 2 or 3 such stones in all my years here at the chasm. It's such a gorgeous gemstone with the beauty beyond imagination. They say that if you look inside the finest archaic stones, you'll see shimmering light rays as thin as hair, and that the stone's color reminds you of the sea horizon in the twilight. You mean a stone like this? You actually have one! It's of the highest quality that I've ever seen. How about you sell this stone to me? No way. It's a gift from a friend. And besides, Paimon seriously doubts if your pocket is thick enough to afford the hole this stone is gonna burn through. Well, I've got a buy behind me, so finances aren't exactly the problem. Yes, somehow the big shots at Huishan Hall got interested in the stone and wanted to analyze it, so they sent me to the chasm to look for a few samples. But I'm busy getting my job over with. Doing my job. So how about we make a deal, Xander? If you find any archaic stones, bring them to me. In exchange, the reward promised by Huishan Hall will be yours. Where did I get the archaic stone? I think Azdahar gave it to me, right? Have you found the archaic stones? Yes. These are indeed archaic stones. You have my thanks. I was right to come to you. I bet it would have taken much longer if it had been the Adventurers Guild. Who knows? Perhaps the Adventurers Guild might even send us the commission. Yes, that's quite likely. Adventurers, I used to be envious of them. The way they ventured into high mountains and deep dungeons, there seemed to be nowhere they'd dare not go. I'm quite the opposite though. I've been working here for years and haven't once visited Cinnabar Cliff on the very top of the chasm. You haven't been there even once? Well, Cinnabar Cliff is one of the most famous tourist spots that locals seldom go to. Maybe it's so close that I always think I can visit it later when I've got time, but well, and I've never got time. Then why don't we go now? It's important to act spontaneously. I think I'll pass. I'm still in the middle of something. What's more, such errand running is best left to adventurers. Dangerous places are their bread and butter after all. I'd probably get injured if I did the same, and that's something I'd like to avoid. Makes sense. Getting injured could be a big deal. If I'm injured, no one's going to supervise the exploration team down there and ensure the safety of the miners. Should anything happen, it will escalate into a grievous matter. That's what you're worried about. Paimon thought you were just scared of getting injured. The formidably high cliffs near the chasm, the bottomless caves, and the ancient battlefield left behind by Rex Lapis are all full of danger. I don't have the slightest interest in venturing into those places. Here, the rewards for the 3 archaic stones. Huishan Hall wants quite a lot of them, so bring me more if you can find any. Of course, there will be more rewards for those 2. Just remember to come to me once you find more archaic stones. Nice. Yes, this is it. Please take this as your reward. It isn't much, but please don't feel offended. I'll compose verses to eulogize your deeds. Nice. New shoots from old branches.
你好，是那个月辉吗？我们是冒险家协会派来的。
哦，幸会幸会，确实是我发布的委托。这位看起来好像有点眼熟，是很有名的冒险家吗？这样啊，好吧，先自我介绍一下，我是前不久才拿到岑岩巨渊开采许可的矿工，手下有一些跟着我的兄弟。
居然可以拿到岑岩剧院的开采许可！
玉京台那边终于也开窍了，在千岩军的保护下，开始准许一些仅限于浅表范围的矿物开采。我们还是第一批，可最近发生了一些事情，矿工兄弟们都有些人心惶惶。
发生了什么事？我们好像没听说过。
这件事说大不大，说小不小，只是有些诡异。有个兄弟在休息的时候，忽然注意到几个丘丘人神情恍惚地路过，而且这些丘丘人看都没看他一眼，只是径直朝着岑岩巨渊深处去了。于是那个兄弟刻意留心观察了一段时日，发现时不时便会有类似的情况发生。
丘丘人难道也有好奇心吗？会不会只是来这边转转？
不，诡异的地方在于，他发现来到岑岩巨渊的丘丘人们，从来都是只进不出的。
哦，
那些丘丘人的行迹永远都是单向的，进去之后就再也没有出来。这段时间，类似的情况愈发频繁。那些丘丘人的目标究竟是什么？他们后来怎么样了？会不会是在酝酿什么灾厄？这些念头在矿工兄弟们的脑海中不断出现，很多人都要把自己吓得发疯了。
我好像能理解，光是听上去就觉得有些头皮发麻。
是啊，可能源于未知的恐惧，才是最深的恐惧吧。只有查明了真相，兄弟们才能安心干活。
我们真的要接这个委托吗？ 那个矿工大哥，让我们再考虑一下。喂，你也照顾一下我的意见呀。原来你是这样考虑的。那好吧，或许真的藏着什么关于你血亲的线索呢。
Fucking abyss
不去
order.
的话，你会一直很在意的吧？
二位决定要接下这个委托了吗？我可不想我的开采许可证就这么白费了。
就当是我们也想满足一下好奇心吧。
那可真是帮了大忙了。我这就告诉你们那些丘丘人去往的大致位置。
Okay. I've also got the chasm spelunkers. Alright. We're going in. It's only a common chest. This one's better. I'll go get this one.
奥无看破，道光必将得到城市永恒。我听听，你在哪儿？西境最恶，
焚烧吧！速速退下！
这是陛下的恩赐。
单书铁骑，
无处可逃。抓
打起
住你！
精神来哟！然嘿，嘿，呵，嘿，嘿，嘿，嘿，
无处遁逃。
呵，嘿，
陛下的荣光加护于我。
Okay, there we go. I was very stuck.
呵，嘿，嘿，呀！检查开始，呵，嘿，
此刻，寂灭之时。退散。暴影看破。
Teleporting away.
这是
焚烧吧！
陛下
速速退下！
的恩赐。
绿火一，
道光无处可逃。抓住你！寒冬终会到来。
Okay. Give me. No. Okay. Fuck. Yep. Cool. Cool. Alright, let's see what this actually says. Treasure Hoarder agreed to exchange food and other necessities for what's left of our money and military supplies. Treasure hoarders are in some trouble. It seems that they've lost their weasel thieves. Those who are still in the chasm, please stay calm and wait. There has been an earthquake which has caused much panic among the treasure hoarders. They didn't deliver the food today. Someone seems to have dispelled the 7-star array. I need more information. Glotofo, our contact from the treasure hoarders, went missing. As a result, our supplies are cut off for now. Okay. Where are we going, Sealy? Are we going down? Yep. Nice.
焚烧吧！
I see. Ah! Show yourself. I knew there was someone inside. Hand over the helm of warning. Who the fuck are you? Someone familiar with this place like you could find what that urge like, couldn't I bet? No? Well, I'll just wait for someone who can make him find it and get it off him. They call me the Chainsaw Kid, and no measly motley of the chasm miners is going to stop me, or I'll never show my face again out there. Well then, give me the thing. We'll take the millerless treasure, thank you very much. You know, I thought all that running around would have made you look a bit tougher. Well, I'll give you a choice. You can give me the helm of warding, or you can give it to me after I've knocked your lights out. I doubt you actually want to fight me. Oh, look who's talking big. Looks like you'll have to learn the hard way. Alright, you're dead.
什么人？微光无射，正中靶心。一双还愿，破碎。
加快脚步。
又是谁？回天撤了。
Can't believe that I, the Chainsaw Kid, would lose to a miner. This isn't over here.
Hey.
I guess I'm not that fucking famous, am I?
Hey.
Okay. This air sure is familiar. It's been a long time since I came down into these mines. Don't get careless, Chol. I, for one, smell something unfamiliar. I mean, we couldn't jump straight down. Maybe we were just distracted by the swaying of the crane. You've spent too much time above ground. Paimon didn't smell anything at all. Do all of you miners have such keen noses? A lack of a good nose could forfeit you your life down here. That said, we should still be fine. The finches are still quite lively. Look, the lumen spar has grown all the way down here too. That wasn't the case last time we came down here. Wow, that really did happen. Let's go have a look. You know, it feels like someone just stole Paimon's thunder. Oh, okay. I thought that was a sea sand. Geo, maybe? We'll pick this up first. To think that lumen spar would appear so close to the surface. I was always of the opinion that these things could not appear in more structurally vulnerable locations. There are fragments of that thing underground, traveling up from the veins of the rock before they finally arise here. Hey, stop spouting nonsense. They were just originally rocks from the local area, which is why they became like this. They just underwent some kind of transformation process and formed crystals, that's all. The analyses that the Qixing commissioned us to conduct revealed that they are by and large made from ore from the local area. They've just been affected by some outside force, thus creating these strange crystals. Oh, look over there. That crystal looks just like the adjuvant you have with you, Xander. Why don't you take that Lumenstone adjuvant and have a look? That's right, the adjuvant is made of the same material as these crystals. The formations will thus naturally react to one another on account of that similarity. What I mean to say is that it doesn't matter whether you're fighting or not. Zhuqiang and I need to set up a temporary camp up ahead, so don't run off while we're doing that. The crystals we discovered will be very useful in our subsequent exploration. If you find anything after this, please make sure to contact me. My skills haven't rusted away just yet, so I can help you process some of the raw ore. I believe that it'll prove quite useful to you in your adventures. And also don't fight, alright? That's a good pair of kiddos. I'll get you some candy later. Anyway, if you find anything strange nearby, please report it in a timely fashion. Actually, do you remember what Jin said the last time about Uncle He? I haven't forgotten. And since you're here, Xander, could you help me out once again? Uncle He is our senior here in the mines. Several years ago, he was one of those who went missing when the chasm miners were dispersed. He's hard of hearing and may not have heard the alerts. The pensions from Huishan Hall and Shanggu Hall are quite generous, and his family has already long arranged for his funeral. But although I'm not much of a believer in the supernatural, I can't help but feel that he's still alive down here somewhere. He really was an old hand, whether it be avoiding disasters in the mine, how to escape, how to wait for rescue, he knew it all. Taught me a lot of it too. That's why I believe he must be alive in here somewhere, even now. I won't give up searching for him. I'll point you to a few places where he was sighted before we dispersed. Who knows? You might still be able to find some clues there. As for me, I'll be exploring the deeper parts of the mining caverns. Oh yes, don't forget your candy. I'll be fine. It's not like I'm an amateur or anything. Don't you worry about me. She's dead. When you have the Lumenstone adjuvant equipped, it will provide illumination if it contains energy. Perhaps the stone relies on a unique ley line environment, however, and as such only works within the underground mines of the chasm. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we've already unlocked that one. Cool. God, just jump up there, please. Thank you. Okay. We got a gadget. The potential of the Lumenstone has yet to be unlocked. there another one? Okay, there we go. They just go out quick.
让我来估个价。
Cool. All right. Okay. Ooh.
此刻，寂灭之时。
单书解气，速速退下。棒棒！
无处遁逃。
哼，嘿，嘿，嘿，呼，嘿，嘿，呼，呼，好的。嘿，哼，嘿，
结霜。哼，
Okay.
粉化。
Huh. Okay, so it just immediately gets rid of this. Hmm.
加快脚步。
Okay. That was weird.
大多能派上用场。
Okay. Did I just go around in a big circle? I think I did. Okay, well, I need to go. I gotta get ready for work. So let's see if there's anything else down here.
结霜。加快脚步，粉化。
Really? It didn't hurt you? Come on.
判决。冰浪怒涛。以眼还眼。有所发现。
Get off, Yola. Fucking hell. What?
结束。道光，意识永恒。
还没干完。
焚烧吧！哎，绿果，咦，然，速速退下！
答应，锤子，该换了。
Okay.
Mm, 让我来估个价。
Nice. When I get too near the black magma, my thoughts grow jumbled and my senses become agitated. But when I stand close to these crystals, the deleterious effects? Deleterious effects retreat greatly. My ears itch. I can hear someone calling to me, telling me that there is water in the depths, mushrooms. Oh dear, I fear that I must be going quite insane. Oh, so that's one of the clues. Cool.
又一个实验对象。破碎。
罪人也有这么走运的时候啊。
Okay. There is a lot of jade here. Okay, I'll leave that for now. Recharge this.
你做了错误的选择。
溜达溜达。
结束。
It's over this way.
又一个实验对象。双怀孕。 判决。
Okay.
罪人也有这么走运的时候啊。
Getting quite a lot of primos here, which is good. It's getting dark. Okay, and this is where the diary fragment was. Okay. I'm gonna have to leave it here. But this has been really fun. And I've got more. So the ominous dark mud. Continuously lose HP. Your lumen stone's adjuvant's energy will also slowly drain. Right, okay. Some monsters will also grow stronger. Cool. Oozing concretions. Right, okay.
西风剑术，想和我学两手吗？等你学成再找你报仇，想必能增添不少乐趣。
Okay. So, that'll have to do. I will see you all in the next stream. Thank you so much to the people on YouTube who will be watching at a later date as well. When will I stream next? Sunday, I think. Okay, I'll do it then. Alright, bye-bye. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Mouse, wake up. Wake up, mouse. There we go. Okay, now bye-bye.